is Erin Bird here, and we are in episode number 25 of the Expand Your Preschool program in 2019, 30 tips in 30 days. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? I know it's quite a bit later than I normally come on, but life was busy today. So I am here. So if you're here, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always love to know who is with me. And today I wanted to actually continue expanding on creating calm amongst the chaos. Because here's the thing. Hey, Michelle, here's the thing. I've actually had so many conversations the last 2 days with people asking for tips and tricks on how to create some calm. There's a lot of chaos. Their friends are getting in trouble in class and they don't want to yell at them, and they want to know how to go about making sure that everyone's calm and how class flows easily. And so I want to chat about that real quick tonight. So if you caught any of the other episodes, I gave you some really great tips on how to engage, how to make sure that we are redirecting. But today I want to talk about something that was brought up to me. And it is, what about those articles that come in with them that give them comfort? That give them comfort. Whether it's a stuffed animal, it might be a blanket. How do we deal with those things? As you can see, I'm feeling kind of silly today with my Facebook Live. So anyway, let me know that you're here. Say, hey, Erin, what's up? I always love to know who's with me. So we're talking about those comfort items. How do you deal with those in class? Now, I want to take a step back real quick, because as an educator, we definitely, sometimes we could just say, oh my gosh, put them down. You don't need them. You're going to be fine. Moving on, right? But then I was reminded the other day, I'm going to give you a little story here real quick. So many of you know that my father passed away 4 years ago. And I have some things obviously to remember him by. And one of the things that I have is actually a sweatshirt that he used to always wear. Hey, Joy, I'm so glad that you're here. One of the things that I've kept from my dad is a sweatshirt that's way too huge for me, y'all. It's big, but I kept it, and on days that I'm missing him, I wear it. And so it dawned on me that just brings me comfort. It brings me peace. It brings calm to me on some days. And so those articles that those friends have with them, whether it's a blanket, a stuffed animal, they might need that day. And so how do we incorporate it into our class where they feel still connected to it, but it's not a safety issue and or causing a distraction? So I wanted to talk about that real quick. So if you have something such as a stuffed animal, an action figure, something to that effect, because we get those all the time in our preschool classes, right? So if there's something like that, what I like to do is highlight it. I make it special. And I say, what is Teddy's name? And they might say, Teddy's name is Sprinkles. Oh, can Sprinkles watch our class today? Sprinkles, he is our guest of honor, and Sprinkles would love to see everything that you're going to do in Birdies today. And then I get them to hand over Sprinkles, as long as it's not going to cause too much of a ruckus. And then I actually say, everyone say hi to Sprinkles. The whole class says, hi, Sprinkles. And then we put the stuffed animal, teddy bear, action figure, whatever it is, next to me up top where it can see the whole class. And throughout the class, I make sure to highlight that Sprinkles is watching. And Sprinkles wants to make sure everyone's doing a great job. And so I make sure to highlight that Sprinkles is going to be part of the class today. Okay? So that's one way. Now, if it's something such as a blanket, right? It's a little more difficult, but what we could do is we give lovies and we rub the blanket. We talk about how it's so soft and why it's snuggly and why it's so special. And then we talk about we don't want it to not be soft and snuggly and special anymore. And we're going to take this blanket and we're going to place it right in the front of class so it's nice and safe. right? It's nice and safe. And at the very end of class, you get to have your snuggly back, right? So by talking it through with them and incorporating those things into your class and making them part of the story, it's easier for them to separate themselves from it. Now, of course, there's going to be times where they just don't want to separate from it, right? And we have to make do and we have to make concessions because sometimes it's okay. They need that for some reason. And we have to acknowledge that they need that extra comfort for some reason. And that's okay. And that's okay. As long as we can continue to teach them and educate them and continue with our lesson plan, then there's no reason why they shouldn't be encouraged to go ahead. And if they need it that day, they can have it that day, right? Because here's the thing, at 3, 4, 30, 40, doesn't matter, it's all the same. Sometimes we just need that extra comfort. I know I do sometimes. That's why I was wearing my dad's sweatshirt the last couple of days, because I needed that extra comfort. And so when you think about it in that way, I'm able to verbalize why I felt this way and why I needed that. But a 3-year-old sometimes can't verbalize that. So we need to make sure that we're empathetic and that we understand the reasons behind why preschoolers do what they do. And one of those reasons is because they need that extra comfort. There's something that they're craving and that they need, and that's stability for them. And so if they need it that day, they need it that day. And that is okay. That is okay. But we have to make sure that they understand that if it's a safety issue, obviously we can't have safety issues. And how do we work around that, right? So be problem solvers. But if you incorporate their stuffed animals, their action figures, their blankets into the story of your class, then they're all on board, right? And it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal if we don't make it a big deal. But I wanted to talk about that because I actually had someone message me and ask me specifically about that because they had a child who, they needed their stuffed animal. And it was a fight. If mom was trying to take it away before she came into class, it was a fight. And so I wanted to talk about that today, and I hope that that's helped you all. If you like the tip, say, hey, Erin, I love it. If you're like, yeah, that's what I do already, fantastic too. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to get on earlier than later. But as always, it is such a joy for me to be able to jump on with y'all and give you a tip this whole month of January, the 30 tips in 30 days. And we're expanding not only our numbers, but the way that we hold class and the frameworks and how we really look at our program from all sides. So I'm going to leave you there. I know it's late for some of my friends here, but I will see you all tomorrow. So have a fantastic night. Bye, friends.